cold.
Oh, it is cold, isn't it?
Did you start work earlier today? Did you want to drop off at work?
No,
or do you want
I'm
to come
not
back
working today.
Oh, lucky you. Have a key.
Thank you.
Oh, so how are we doing?
Alright.
Yeah. Anything we can do to help?
No, I think it were just silly questions that I've missed on. Like, I blame one of them on my dad because one of them were about like tyre tread, and then I were asking him on the way like all things that I thought, oh, I've not known about, and he said 1 point. Did he say 1.8 or something like that? And it was 1.6.
Yeah.
So.
There's always the facility, if you wanted to, of coming into the office and using the stuff we've got set up in there. So you can maybe kind of set it up like in real test conditions. You know, so you're just like, right, crack on. Might help, might not. If you think it would, you can do it.
I've booked it again anyway. So.
Splendid. Okay.
Do you want to see?
Yes, let's see what we've got written. Ooh, lots of notes again. Oh, change colour. Excellent. So, here we go. So, reverse parking and turning the road was what we did. Enjoyed the freedom. After supervision advice from Bob, he thought I did a good job with the turn in the road. Now I to go as slow as possible. I'll have good observation. Know how to react to the road users. And if it was safe, legal and convenient. Yeah, cool. 2 10s again.
Yeah.
So that's basically our full set of manoeuvres, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, as we, once we've got all the lessons done, we'll just be going over, well, everything really.
Yeah.
So we said today, potentially we would do busier junctions.
Yeah.
Still okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think the difference is?
More cars. Definitely. It's more it's more busier, so it's going to be slightly more challenging.
Yeah, slightly more pressured. Well, yes, you do. So, what do you think you might need to do different at those junctions, when you're pulling out to what we've done so far?
Be ready, gear.
And when you actually get out?
Be quicker.
Yeah, build up the speed a little quicker. Possibly. Depends on the speed of the traffic on the road, but it's kind of get out, get on with it.
Yeah.
It's just exactly what you've done already. So if we have a look at what we've got as a set of targets, it's cross the path of other traffic when turning and emerge onto side roads, emerge from side roads onto the main road, into busier roads. And we'll just see what we get when we're out and about there. We're going to look at I've got a route plan that'll help us to do that. Are you okay to trust me with the route?
Yeah.
So do you think that's a reasonable set of targets?
We'll see at the end.
Righty-ho. That sounds like a plan. So we're going to do giveaway lanes, stop lanes, hopefully busier traffic, and then just see how we go. We'll review as we're on the move. I've got the heating on when you turn the car on because it's a bit cold this morning, isn't it?
It is.
When you're ready, off we go. We'll go to the end of the road and turn right. What do you think he's doing? Or she?
Not too sure.
You've done exactly the right thing by hanging fire.
Shall I just go around or what?
What do you think?
I'm not sure.
Well, he's not in a position where he's going to move or he's going to go out of the junction. So it looks like he's parked, doesn't it? So
It's just a silly place to park.
it is. So we'll go past him, but it's one of those things where we'll need to be through smartish because he's made life very awkward by parking so close to the junction.
Right, now we're going right.
We'll go to the right, please, yeah. So his place to park there wasn't really safe, legal and convenient, was it?
No, because it's in a corner.
It inconvenienced us. Left at the end of this road, please. But you've done the right thing there by slowing because you just can't really work out what's going on. It's always better to be safe.
Can I just pull up a sec?
Yeah, of course you can. As long as, of course, we're safe, legal and convenient. Not like our friend.
I've just got to adjust my mirrors, it won't.
Okay, not quite.
A bit higher this time. I did move my center.
But again, you've done the right thing pulling over
Yeah.
to do it. You must have seen people doing that where they're messing around with stuff
Oh
while
no,
you're
I
driving.
won't be able to do that at all.
It's a bit of a distraction, isn't it?
It is.
Follow the road ahead.
What's that sign there?
You have a look when as you're going past it. They've closed the
Yeah.
road up there,
Oh.
so it's a diversion. They're either in yellow with little arrows, or they sometimes say follow the triangle or follow the square, or and have those signs up there just to give people a bit of a guide as to where they're going instead of the way they would normally go. At the roundabout, I'd like you to follow the road ahead, please. It's the second exit.
This is where I have to signal left. Or wait until after that one.
That's it. Wait till after the next, the first one. We're taking the second. So once we're past this one. Crossroads ahead. When we get that, I'd like you to follow the road ahead. See, a little bit more traffic this time.
I've done this before, haven't I?
We have. We need the handbrake here because we're on a bit of a
Sorry.
hill.
Did
It's
you
alright,
just put the
I've got
brake
you.
on?
Yeah. I'll give you it back now. Well done. I'm quite right, you need to creep and peep there
Yeah.
because the view is limited. Well done.
Sorry.
It's okay. That's what I'm here for. It's an interesting looking manoeuvre ahead.
Reversing into a car.
Yeah.
Am I going too slow about that?
What do you think?
I think I'm alright.
What's the speed limit here? How fast are we going? Does that seem right?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. At the end of the road, we'll go left. Now, 30 is the maximum, isn't it?
I don't like cars, but do you? They just fly around here.
They do. Bit of local knowledge. So we'll go to the left. It's nice. I like the way you've tucked yourself in there. Difficult junction, that one. Because it's not your standard shape, is it? Well, what's a T junction? It's not a T, is it? It's more like a J. Upside down J. What are we thinking about here?
Here?
Yeah.
Well, I've not got any gas on because I'm rolling.
Yep.
Keep speed slow. Because there's park cars.
That's it. Cool. What have we got up ahead?
I feel like
What's our
I
thinking
think
about those?
I'm slowing down because of changing.
That's it. Well done. What we'll do when we get through the lights is we'll take the first road on the left. It's just before that red truck. Sometimes
Do
you
you
can
want me
get
to
a
put the
gag.
handbrake on now?
Do you think it would be useful or not? What do you think?
I can keep.
Okay.
Would you?
If a pause becomes a wait, normally, but in this case, that's good. Plenty of gas. Well done. Next one on the left. Cool under pressure. It's what we like. So in terms of handbrake, if you're going to be there a while, stick it on. If you're not, and don't. If you're thinking about it, you've probably got time to do it.
Yeah.
Follow the road ahead.
I should have done because
Well, that's it. Yeah. So there's a point of reflective practice. You look back on that and think, I could have done something different. Try something different next time, see how that works for you. So although the speed limit here is 30, do you think it would be safe to do 30 here?
no, no.
Because you're kind of going into the unknown, aren't you?
It's quite not restricted. Well, it is a bit of a restricted view, and if you're going 30, you're not going to have enough time to.
Correct. At the end of the road, we'll take the road to the left, please. So as well as the junctions being perhaps slightly busier, they're also a little bit more awkward shaped sometimes. That's well held. Again, creeping peep, that's what we're looking for. Follow the road ahead. Does this feel the right speed here?
Why am I going too fast?
No, I'm just saying, but just wonder what we're thinking. Fine. Tell me on what you're basing your decisions with speed.
I'm in second gear, so I'm just going to 20. I won't want to go any faster.
Okay, fine. Why not?
I don't know, I just don't.
Okay.
It's built up, there's no need to go. It's maximum speed limit, 30. Why would you go maximum?
Correct. It's wet. There's damp leaves on the road. There's parked cars around. Hidden junctions. I think your choice of speed is probably about right. Left at the end of this road, please. Good. So our experience at the last junction has helped inform our decisions at this one. That's what we're looking for. He wasn't watching where he was going now, was he?
No, it wasn't.
So again, how do you feel about your choice of speed there?
You have to go really slow in there because you can't see and it's quite narrow.
Would you consider beeping the horn there, do you think?
I don't know, would you?
Maybe. If I wasn't 100% safe, for sure I was safe, I'd give it a toot, I think. We'll go left at the end of this
We're
road,
going
please.
slow enough to, well, I suppose, no. I don't know whether I'll bear that in mind.
Something to think about.
Are you wanting left?
Left, please, yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. A little bit of a late signal, wasn't it?
I never trust signals.
It's a nice little start. Follow the road ahead. How'd that feel?
Alright.
Bit extra
quick,
pressure,
but
traffic
I'll put
round.
more gas on 'cause I know.
You did, and you're quite right. I would use a bit more.
Really?
Especially in pressurised situations. I think it's you're probably better off with the engine revving a bit too high than not enough.
Yeah.
It's good.
Where are you going?
Yes, you look like you might be thinking of crossing, so you're ready. You're right to be ready for it. So what does the sign ahead tell you?
Road. Go on.
Bend.
Bend. Current. Yeah. Bend.
I can see you were doing it.
Tell you what, I'm in too much of a high gear for this one.
Possibly. It's not a good hill climber, this car. What about here? What can we do here, do you think?
I'm just going to stop.
Excellent, well done. Nice hill start.
That hill?
It is. It's actually quite a steep hill. At the end of the road, we'll take the road to the left, please. And then left again back towards Calton. So a bit more to think about this time. It's in clutch right the way now. It's okay. Can't go yet anyway. That's good. Well done.
God, I'm so annoyed with myself.
That's okay. There's this much difference in the clutch. You couldn't have gone anywhere.
I'm going to go really slow if that's
Okay.
It's
Creep and
going to
peep.
be hard.
But well, yeah, it's working out what you've got ahead of you. That's it. So take a deep breath. So let's set the gas, find the bite, so that you're ready to go if the opportunity presents itself. Bit more gas.
You are kidding.
Well, there you go. So can we go? What do you think? And then we'll take the first left. Tricky that one because you've. Okay. Well, once you get along this road. So double yellows here, so we can't along here. But once we get past the roundabout, we'll be able to pull around the corner on the left. Deep breath. What it means is you've got to, everything's pressurized. So you've got to just take your time about it, which is the last thing you'll want to do. Because when you're feeling pressurized, you want to do things in a hurry. So we'll go ahead of the roundabout and then take the first road to the left. The yellow lane stop a little bit further down. All the way along, forget. Okay. At the end of the road, we'll go left. No, we'll pull over and have a chat about it anyway. Which is part of our little routine.
We're going to go this way anyway,
Oh yeah. We'll go back around the block and have another go. If that's okay with you. So we'll go left at the
I
crossroads.
want to practice that.
Yeah,
before I
yeah.
go back on it.
Okay.
Crash into anybody.
Nah, you won't crash into anybody. So we go left here. And then find a convenient place to pull over on the left.
Do you think we're on it to go?
What do you reckon?
I think so.
Go on then. And then find a convenient place to pull over.
Should we alright here or do we put it further down?
I think this is probably as good a spot as you can pick. You're far enough away from the junction, clear of this driveway, clear of the driveway behind you. It's, yeah. We'll cancel the signal. Deep breath. Okay, so let's have a think about how did that work? How did that feel?
Awful.
It's surprising, isn't it, how much just that little bit of extra pressure can really start to make you hurry. How do you feel at the minute? Does your throat feel a bit dry? Tongue feel a little swelled? Feel a teeny bit shaky?
Yeah, teeny bit.
Now then, have a think about this just for a second. So think about how it feels at the minute in your fingertips and stuff, and just start breathing in and out the same amount. Not big breaths, not shallow breaths, just in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. And just see what that does to that feeling. See if it helps you. It should hopefully just give you a little bit more of a calming feel.
Yeah, I'm a bit calm.
Good. Well, that's for two reasons. One, we're out of the pressurised situation. And two, and more importantly, you've introduced some oxygen in your bloodstream. What happens is when you get in pressure situations like that, sometimes happens on manoeuvres as well, you forget to breathe because you're concentrating that hard.
Yeah.
And what it does is it picks your heart rate up. If it gets extreme, you can start to feel your pulse in your earlobes. So if you just bring some oxygen, because what's happening is your body's producing adrenaline, which makes your heart pump a bit faster, which makes you produce adrenaline, which makes your heart pump a bit faster. And it can get to the point where you get a little bit, ooh. So all you can do is try and, you're never going to stop yourself feeling nervous when you're under pressure, because that's how we are. We can maybe manage it just by making sure we've got plenty of air on board. So thinking about your breathing serves two purposes, perhaps I shouldn't tell you. One, it gives you something else to think about other than the fact that you're under pressure. And it just helps keep the adrenaline level down a little bit. But it's natural to feel that way, so it's something we should, I'm not saying we should embrace it, but it's understanding it. So what can you do physically to help you think?
What, that situation? I don't know, because I think it would just, everybody will be behind me.
Well, it becomes hard then, doesn't it? Because you think, oh, I've got to get on, got to get on, got to get on. And it just means everything happens a little quick. If I might make a suggestion, the thing to do is to slow everything down, because then you're going to get it right. And going back to what you know, because your clutch control's great, you can do all of that, but give yourself a hand by use a bit more gas. You know, make sure the engine revs, and then you know that you're not going to stall, because that's the thing that everybody worries about. Did you notice the reaction of the people behind? Were they bothered?
No.
Not really, were they? They think, oh, it's a learner driver. I remember when I was doing this. And they are tough junctions. And it isn't just learner drivers that stall there, you know. Experienced drivers stall there too. So if we were to go back, are you happy to go back around that same loop?
I think we should practice hill starts.
All right, we can do that. That's not a problem at all.
Not practice hill starts, because I'm alright, I think,
Of course you are.
at them, but it's... I mean, what would you do?
I have the ultimate faith in your capabilities. What we can do, if this would help you, if we go, see where the car is down the bottom there now. If we went down there, maybe did a turn on the road and brought the car back up this way, so that we're on a hill, do you think maybe practicing pulling away at different speeds might help? Or is it just the clutch control element of things that you like to work on?
I don't know, it must be clutch control.
Well, your clutch control's great. We stalled once. What do you think caused that?
Because I got a clutch too quick.
A little bit too quick. But if you'd had a load more gas on, what we would have got was a lumpy pull away, but we wouldn't have got a stall. So maybe that's the little bit that needs to change. So do you want to do a bit of work on that first, or do you want to go back around and me give you extra help? Or
Give me extra help.
okay,
Unless you want me to do a turning round.
right, it's entirely up to you. If you're happy to go back around, I'm happy to help you. It's just practice, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Should we try that?
Yeah.
Off you go then. Can you remember the route?
Yeah, I think so.
The cough's getting better. Have you been practicing?
It's happening. Oh, I've had it for about 5 weeks now.
Everybody at work just seems to be passing it back and forth. Nobody seems to be able to get rid of it.
I am a smoker though, so... that'd be
Really?
Yeah.
I've never noticed that you smell of smoke.
I don't. I always. I've got hand cream and stuff, and I always have chewing gum because I don't like smelling of smoke. I hate it when people smell of smoke, even though I'm a smoker.
Well, I'm an ex-smoker, so I'm really a bit like sort of. I've never noticed it. These kind of situations, they're like anything else. Once you get used to them, it's a piece of cake.
I'm normally alright with that though because
We'll go
I'll
left.
do something once, then I'll be alright.
So it's a little bit more open this time. Let's see if we can find an opportunity to go rather than stop.
We didn't stop,
No?
just went really slow.
Don't matter.
Do you want me to beep?
What do you think? If you think it would be useful. I mean, people don't round here, but it might alert somebody to your presence.
Might scare someone though. I don't even know how to beep.
That's it. You didn't hear your beep, did you?
No, we didn't.
So what can you do about that?
Beep later on when I'm in the tunnel.
And for longer, maybe.
We should have beep now.
Well, it just lets people know, doesn't it? It might help, it might not. We'll go left at the end of this road. So if we apply the same thing,
Oh God,
maybe
them.
the potholes are now. We'll look for an opportunity to go, maybe. Oh, that was a late signal, wasn't it?
I don't like to go when the
But
signal
that's fine.
there.
Well, yeah, it's difficult
Because you
to tell.
don't know if they're going to go. I'd rather wait till they're actually going to be turning.
Okay, we can get ready while we come and go a bit more gas. Let's hear it rev. Go on, even more. That's it. Can it go wrong with that much on? And even though there was tons of gas on, what did you do when you pulled away?
What?
You only let so much of it through, didn't you?
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Alright. Would you select higher gear now? I'll stay at this one because of this hill.
Have you got time to go up and back down, do you think? What do you reckon?
Yeah, but there'd be no point. Would there?
There could be. What would make that different, do you think?
What?
Maybe if there's a queue of cars behind you, if we're holding traffic up, we might go faster and slow down. But
Yeah.
as it happens, the way we've done it is okay. Again, you're basing it on what you can see. As again, with local knowledge, you'll have seen people cut that corner regularly. So same situation. See if you can find an opportunity to keep the car going this time. Have a
Would
look
you?
on
Would
them.
you go?
Just pop out and have a look. You can always come back in if there's no opportunity. What do you think?
Alright.
Off you go then. So you've got to just give yourself a chance because they're blocking the road because they're bigger vehicles. Just ease out a little bit more, get a good look. If you think, well, I think there's room, maybe pull out a little more. If there isn't, pull back in. And we'll go left at the end of the road this time. So looking on what we did the last time. with
I've
the
got
extra
to
gas.
stop here anyway.
You do. You're absolutely right. Well done. That's it. So same as before. Plenty of gas. Better off with too much than not enough. That was a misleading signal, wasn't it? That red car. Even more than that. How was that?
Right, I
Take
think.
this next one on the left.
Did I just knock you then?
You did. I'm being polite and I wasn't going to complain about it. You did just elbow me, yeah?
I'm really sorry.
So we'll follow the road ahead. next time at the roundabout and then carry on along this road.
Mini roundabout. Got to try and go round that though, isn't that small?
Yeah, it's difficult when there's just a little lump of paint, isn't it? That's well done. Timed that nicely. Okay, what are you basing your decisions on here?
The speed.
Yeah.
I just think there's no need to go 30.
Yeah.
Everybody just seems that that's the minimum speed limit, but it's not, it's maximum.
Correct. So what are we thinking about the traffic lights? So the same things can apply here. You know, as you're getting ready to go, make sure you've got plenty of gas on. What does the noise tell you?
The handbrake went out.
And follow the road ahead. How'd that feel?
Alright. I always say that.
Just
Felt
'cause it
better
was?
than last time.
Yeah. Do you feel in control?
Yeah. I
Excellent.
do more when I've got the handbrake on as well.
Okay. That's nicely timed. Well done. Is it going to wait for you? No. So again, if we take a little bit of a wider position here and say to
As
him,
in-
I'm coming
yeah.
through. We'll call proactive defensive. And I would say thank you for waiting. So you're really making it clear that I'm coming through here. Because if you took in, you're going to take the opportunity and force the way through. At the mini roundabout, we're going to take the road to the left, please. How was his position on there? What was it? Plenty of gas. Excellent, well done.
Weird way to park.
Well, everybody parks right outside the house, regardless of where that is. Whether it's going to be good for them or not. If you want to find a convenient place to stop, I'll let you decide where.
Can I go round here?
You can. You can.
Although.
That's fine. I'll just leave it completely up to you. And then we'll have a chat about the decision on where to park as we stop.
Oh my god, there's nowhere I want to park.
If you go right at the end of the road, I think we'll get somewhere along there. Happy with it?
Yeah.
Why didn't you park anywhere else along those roads?
Um.
I'm not saying you should have done.
I just didn't feel like it were the right place to park, like, because it were a sort of a corner.
Mhm.
There wasn't anywhere really for me to park there. Plus, you said like sort of after,
Yeah.
and then I didn't want to park behind that car. I just didn't want to park there. I just didn't think it was safe.
Okay. Does this feel safe?
Yeah.
This is the best from me saying find somewhere to park. This is the best spot
Yeah.
all along that road. You're right. We're on a bend. Parking on a bend.
On a hill as well.
Yeah. You're making life awkward for other people.
Mm.
But if you lived there, well, you'd probably park outside, wouldn't you?
Mm.
But this is the first spot where it's safe, legal and convenient. Sometimes you're not faced with a choice, parking places where, you know, you've got to make the best of a bad job, but we should always be thinking about those things. So I think that the decision making there was good. So if we analyse that little lap that we did round there, how did it feel that time?
A lot better that time.
What was different?
Because I put more gas on. I felt more confident because I had that on handbrake and...
Anything, did you try the breathing thing? Did that work for you?
I
You
don't
didn't
even
look like
know.
you'd
I didn't
stopped.
even- No, because I wasn't panicking, so I was just breathing normally.
It's something to think about. It's a tip. I'm a musician, and I play in competitions, and it's a trick I learned from an old conductor. Just think about your breathing. And afterwards, I said that really worked. He said, "Well, the biggest reason it works is it's giving you something else to think about, other than the fact that you're nervous," which kind of makes sense, really. What should we do next with that? What do you think the next logical step might be?
I don't know.
Okay, do you mind if I make a suggestion?
Yeah?
How about a lap with no help?
Okay.
Should we try that? You happy to do that?
Yeah.
Off you go when you're ready. Can you remember the route?
Yeah, I think so.
You want to take us around there and back to here then?
You what?
You want to take us around that same route and back to here?
Into this place?
Yeah. Well, what you can do is, after we've come through the traffic lights again, just find a convenient place to pull over and have a chat. So again, like the guy there parking across the junction, he's made life a little bit awkward for you, hasn't he? Because he's put you on the wrong side of the road as you're going past the junction. It's like, whoa, I'm not fond of this.
So, yeah, slow down.
Oh yeah, quite right. So I'll shut up for a bit. This time you didn't have to ask me to shut up.
What is that junction? Is that problems with? Like that
That's
one.
that one, yeah. They're very similar. I love the fact that you said had and not have. When you look back now, you think, wow. Well, that's just all part of the learning process, isn't it? It's like with everything.
Might have been too quick around that corner.
You adjusted though.
It's getting a bit warm in here though, Bob.
Is it? I'll turn that down a little bit.
Sorry.
It's alright. Driver sets the temperature. It's nice that we've encountered a bit more traffic today as well.
Wonder what it is.
I noticed last week in the afternoon it was really busy on the Monday. How about the spot they've picked to park? That look alright?
What, that lane of driving? I would say so.
But the bus stop on the other side of the
Oh
road.
yeah, I didn't notice that.
They're alright at the minute, but if the bus comes along, a bit awkward, isn't it? We'll become the parking police.
handbrake on? I'm still moving.
Not all the way on.
Oh, let it not.
Well, it was on enough to hold you still on the flat, but if you put enough power through, you'll get it to move. There's things to consider here. If we thought about
I'm not
beeping the horn.
beeping.
Okay.
The people are scared.
Excellent, well done. It might startle them, might it? But you might think about it when you go past them. But I like the position you've taken there as well.
Thank you.
You made sure it was, you've given.
Enough room for it just flying around.
I'll show it again, let you crack on. How'd that feel?
Alright.
Take the early look up the inside of the van. You can then see that it's just this one guy, and then we can probably go.
Can I change gear now?
Well, you're probably okay now, but did you feel how sluggish it was pulling away? The second might have given you a bit more usable power. Nothing wrong with what we've done. How'd that feel?
Alright, I think.
So we talked about it last week, didn't we? At the end, where you were saying you'd like to be under pressure at the front of the queue with
Yeah.
cars behind. So hill start, stop line, busy road, car behind you. How do you think it went?
Couldn't have gone better. I don't think. I went slow enough out of it as well, just in case. I'm not going that way, are we?
No, we'll go through the lights and then I'll let you find a
Yeah.
place to stop. We'll have a little chat about how that went.
Through the lights roundabout again, down one.
Yeah, if you like, yeah. Practice at roundabouts as well, isn't it? So your choice of speed was right.
I just slow down. You didn't even know if that were a car that were waiting then.
Can be difficult.
Why even moving?
No, it's very sensitive. Mirror on if you don't excuse me. It's not confusing though, is it? It's awkward there, isn't it? Because you can't really see to the right. Well done. So you were able to handle that. Why was that, do you think?
So going slow.
You were
Is that
at the right speed. You were at the right speed. Taking the correct observations. Take this first rod if you wish. Seems that's probably where we're going to end up.
Yeah. Oh, that woman's still waiting.
Wonder what she was waiting for. Not the bus, because that stops at the other side. And relax. So how do you think that went?
I think that were really good actually.
Wow. Yeah, I think so too. It's did you deal with what was in front of you?
Yeah.
Managed it all right? Kept the car under control? Took the right observations?
It's always, I know it sounds, because I always get like, oh, I can't believe I just stopped. The first time, it's better to get it wrong, because then you know what to do the next time. I
We
seem
say
to
it all
do
the
that
time,
a
though.
lot.
But, well, you know, it's everybody does. It's the way we learn. You're pre-programmed to learn that way, which is why we're using this kind of technique. If you ever think about it, it's the natural way of learning, because that's how you learn to walk and talk. You know, when you learned to walk, you fell over an awful lot, didn't you? But there was nobody giving you a brief or a video to watch. You worked it out for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what the idea behind this is, that you know, you do it, you replay it in your mind, you think, well, what worked, what didn't, what might I do different, and that's the point where I can come in and say, well, would you mind if I make a suggestion? Well, we'll try this. And then you find out, well, did that work? And either yes or no, and if it didn't, you think, well, what else might I do? And that's how we learn. And the reality is that once you've learned it, you only learn it once, because you've learned it for yourself. You're not sat there thinking, well, what did Bob say I should do here? So let me ask you a different question, which is not related to what we've just done there. How about everything else that you did, other than the new stuff? How was that today?
I think it were better than normal.
Have you made any mistakes on the other stuff that we've learned so far?
I could signal. My signalling, I know that I signal.
Okay.
Sometimes it's too early or too late, but not to the point where no one knows where I'm going.
Okay, so that's maybe something we can think about. But the fact that you're thinking about it now, we'll maybe apply that. Apart from that, and if you'd asked me, that's what I would have flagged up. Apart from that, what else? Out and out. How do you think your general driving is?
Alright, I think.
I think we're making progress.
I think so.
Is it getting easier?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is nice that it's just the new bits that cause the issues. But what you sometimes find is, and it didn't happen today, but sometimes you find that when you're learning something new, something you can already do gets a bit, but we don't really worry too much about that, because it all kind of comes back together. Should we measure that against the targets, do you think? See how that went?
Oh god. I always doubt myself on this bit, but I actually do. Right. So I feel confident in my ability to safely cross the path of traffic when turning right from a busy road into a simple side road. So, from a busy road to a simple side road. Have we?
We've done it to the left, but we haven't done it to the right. So that's something to perhaps think about coming back to. Although we're going to do some on the way home.
Emerge left onto a busy road from a simple side road. Would you say that road? Yeah, it is simple side road, isn't it? So yeah.
Yep, we have.
Emerge right onto a busy road from a simple quiet road. No, roundabout.
Okay, so that's something to flag up, to do.
Emerge onto a busy road from a variety of more complex side roads with restricted views, unusual shapes. So we've emerged from onto a busy
On
road.
the busy one, yeah. So we've done stop lanes, giveaway lanes, we've done open ones, some slightly closed. The roundabout here which I wanted to come down to, is particularly difficult because it's the closed view to the right, isn't it?
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
Emerge onto a busy road from a simple side road. The added pressure of traffic, yeah. Emerge onto roads with varying speed limits. I think it's all been 30.
It's all 30 here. We'll need to do those on a later lesson.
Yeah,
It's not so bad.
not bad.
So it's just really crossing the path of traffic, which we've not been on the busier road to turn that. Obviously we're going to be doing that, so not bad.
What's next? Oh, we've done roundabouts.
We have. So we've kind of done. But what we can do is, I mean, if we have a look at the skills diagram. Sorry, just take that off here. So we're now here. Completed all of those, which is great. So the next one on there is really, because we've done the roundabouts one, the next one is traffic signals, so traffic lights, that kind of stuff. Now the traffic lights here, we've just dipped into it today, but the traffic lights here are generally on busier junctions. So it's kind of a combination of the two things, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Does that seem like a logical thing to do?
Well, next time, yeah.
Righty-ho. Anything you might do to help
I can't
you?
believe how it doesn't seem 2 minutes ago and I would just like cross off. Number
now
one.
look where we are here.
I know what gears are.
That's right. But everything, before you've done it, everything seems difficult. Everything. But it's like anything. Once you've got past it, you think, well, like when we drove past that junction, you said, oh, that's the one I had trouble with. Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't think twice about it now, would you?
No.
Piece of cake. So making good progress, which is great. Splendid. So how's it feel overall?
Today? Alright, I think I'm just a bit gutted with myself at weekends.
You know, it's a test. These things happen. So just like we've done with what we've...
It'd be alright if it were like loads of marks off, but I want it were just silly questions.
What could you do different to prepare, do you think? Out and out.
Well, now I know what I'm expecting.
Okay.
I think it'll be a lot better
Right.
next time because I know what I'm doing and what I'm expecting. And, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, is there anything you can do different with your preparation?
I'm going to try going to what you suggested.
Coming office, yeah, anytime.
Office.
I mean, even if I'm not in, I don't have to be in there. Just give them a shout. I'll make sure that one of the IT boys will set it up for you upstairs. So we have the classroom where you just go in and sit down in front of the thing and just do it, because it's more like a real test situation. And doing it on your phone and stuff. It's all right, but it's not the same, is it?
I know, that's what I've realised when I went in there. Like, I was looking at this tiny little screen and doing it, and then you go, it is loads different.
How did you find that the video ran? Did it seem quicker, slower?
What, the hazard perception? It was really intense, like one straight after another, and you didn't really get a...
Yeah. So again, that technique of try the breathing, see if that helps. It can't hurt. Stop and breathing can.
Because I think I'm dead good with it because I know, even now, I think I am.
Well, if we look at some of the situations we've hit today, where I've said to you, I like that, you judge that well, because you've timed your approach in a real life situation. Looking at it on a computer screen, it's not quite the same, but you've just got to get past it. You can see now why we try and do it early, just in case, so we've got loads of time, there's no pressure on you, but that's great. Do you want to drive home? So you're off the rest of the day then?
I am today and tomorrow. So, I've not got any plans. I've got next week off.
Oh.
I've got to take all this leave because we've got to do it before a year.
Oh, right, yeah. Use it or lose it.
Yeah, you'll even get it.
Oh.
Seems like quiet.
Because I'm not talking. Well done. So that's hazard perception. How do you see you managed that? Have you done it any better?
No.
Cool.
It's always good to before to look the other way, quick, before you go out, because if I didn't look the other way, I'd have gone and that car had stopped. And do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe before, when you always say, look before you go that way.
Well, we never trust anybody else, ever.
No. Can I go home? Wait for him now.
Do you think you could have gone at first?
I could have done.
Maybe. Yeah, well done.
I need the signal that way down.
Correct. Well done. The driving's just like anything else. You get better at it as your confidence grows. You think back as you came up to the roundabout there, you had a quick scan and that was enough for you, and out you went. Whereas earlier on when you're doing roundabouts, you're more likely to stop because you think, oh, I better make absolutely sure. Now you're happy in your quick glance, aren't you? Did well to miss most of them. You can't miss all of them along this road.
So we not even having hands on his wheel then.
Should we
That's
chase
why
them
I
and
was
tell
going
them?
slow, because I didn't know what you were going to do. I don't know if you were
quite
going to lose
right.
control of it or whatever. So you were going right to edge, weren't you? So we were letting me go.
Was,
sort
it
of
was.
thing.
But did you notice that he tucked his nose in as we got close?
Yeah.
That was him almost saying, go on then. Whereas if he'd pushed himself out of it, he'd have probably thought, oh, I'll let him go. Couldn't work out what that noise was. Somebody with a saw.
Is
wasn't
that
it?
alright?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, wind's a bit.
We've steamed up a little bit.
Oh. It's strange, isn't it, going that way? Not bad.
Right, first time this time. Excellent, well done. So it's all starting to just come together. We're in more pressurised situations. You're making decisions quicker. You're making the right decisions. That's always a good thing too. So progress. So in terms of preparation for next time, what do you think you might be able to do to help you get ready for that, for traffic lights?
I don't know really. Just because I'm always observing now. Whenever I'm at traffic lights, I always look and see what other people do. It's like you do, don't you? Though when you first start driving, you're like, oh, what are you were doing.
I mean, obviously there's the DVD that we have, or you can watch it online on the YouTube
Yeah.
channel for roundabouts, for traffic lights. Watch other people doing it. Do the quiz if you feel that's useful. But I mean, it's whatever that works for you, really. What you've done so far seems to be working.
I
So
like going through a workbook.
okay, cool.
I'll do that.
I'll give you your book back.
Why, yeah.
And don't forget your phone.
Do you want me to...
Yes, on those, transfer them to the back page, because we didn't do that today. Transfer those marks for each lesson onto those. And
Yeah.
then
So
gives
we
us an
just cross it
overall
off,
picture.
isn't it, really?
It is. Gives us an overall picture. Don't forget your phone.
Okay.